All right. Well, I'm 28 now, so happy birthday to me. 28 really doesn't do much for a person except thrust them further into boomer territory. I was at the racetrack this past weekend, actually, and a group of kids recognized me, but I guess they were too shy to come up. So one of the moms comes up to me and says, I guess you make YouTube videos, but I'm a boomer, so I wouldn't know. And I was like, oh, don't worry. According to the internet, I'm also a boomer. So we're in this together. And that was the first time I'd ever heard the boomer phrase issued in meme format in real life. And I'm glad I got to take advantage of it. So thank you all for making me a boomer. I appreciate it. I can relate to the parents out there and hopefully still relate to you watching this. Maybe there are parents watching this as well. I can relate to all of you. I am universally relatable. And isn't that just the goal of YouTube? So yeah, it's my birthday today. Pretty cool. And 28 really wouldn't be much of a birthday if not for the fact that it marks my 10 years of making YouTube videos. So, I mean, slowly, right? We've ramped up to this. I had my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 year anniversaries. And each time I have one of those, I mean, shoot, even in the year 1 anniversary, I was probably like, I didn't think that I was going to make it a year. I thought I'd make a few videos and then I'd kind of call it quits. Say, oh, that was fun. My work here is done. Now I'm going to go back to school. And it just kind of stuck to it over the years. And now I feel like I'm here to stay. I don't know. We'll see where 10 years in the future takes us. If I'm still here in 10 years, I think that would be very cool. I would certainly like to be, if there are still people out there interested in watching me. I just don't know if I will reach a point of official boomer territory where I just won't be relatable to anyone at that point, and nobody's going to want to watch me. They're going to be like, ew, who's that guy who used to be young? Now he's not. Now he's been making YouTube videos for like half of his lifetime. That actually, yeah, at my 19-year YouTube anniversary, 18-year YouTube anniversary, when I'm 36 years old, I will have officially been making YouTube videos for half my life. So that's going to be the next real wild milestone if I ever hit it. Still though, I guess as I do every year, but maybe even more so on my 10 year, because it is quite a big milestone. Thank you for continuing to watch me, whether you're new or you've been around for 10 years. It is actually wild to think that there could be people out there watching, but not many of them, because we are COPPA compliant on this channel, and the audience is 13 plus, because that is the demo to which I aim with my content. But there could potentially be someone who randomly stumbles across this, who watches it, who was not alive when I started making YouTube videos. And in 3 more years, there are going to be people who were not alive when I started making YouTube videos, who are COPPA compliant now, to watch my 13 plus targeted videos. So that'll be another milestone. Just milestones every single year. Isn't that cool to think about as I get older and older? At that point, I will be 31 years old, and the big 30. It's weird because I think about, my dad was 29 when I was born, and I'm approaching that, and that'll be the milestone next year, is that I'm the age that my dad was when I came into the world. And what would that be like, having a child? Feel like my life is just getting started. And what would I do? My goodness, that would be a lot to handle, man. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I feel that's a major kind of mental milestone, is like reaching the age of one of your parents. My mom was 39, so that's still a little ways away. But I mean, I guess as a man, it's more easy to put myself in the shoes of my dad at the age which I was born, and that will happen next year. So, oh boy. All right. I always end up talking about like future stuff when it comes to these videos, and I should focus on the present, right? There's no time like the present. Be in the moment. So, thank you everybody for sticking around and watching. I know we've had our ups and downs and gone through different phases over the years, between the Call of Duty in the beginning, then over to the Minecraft. Then we had our phase of switching to Reddit on this channel for a little bit a couple of years ago, then back to Minecraft. And I'm happy to be where I'm at right now. I like having all the different channels so that I don't feel pigeonholed. Like, even though I'm doing primarily Minecraft on this channel, I have the other outlets where I can put out other types of content and not feel like I'm just sticking myself to only doing Minecraft. Even if that is what primarily I'm known for, I have the other places to release creatively. And I like where things are sitting, though I do look forward to hopefully some Hightail in the future whenever there becomes a beta available for that. But no major changes to announce, kind of just continuing things along, though I am working on a couple projects in the background. I have the clothing line thing, quality content. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, thank you for helping my number to slightly go up and not down. But maybe you've seen some teasers there, although I just posted one on Twitter the other day, and I've mentioned it on the vlog channel videos before, but I have that going on. I'm also on top of the whole survival server project that I have that you might have caught featured in the video yesterday on this channel, working on another Java Minecraft server that'll be open to everyone who wants to join. That's just in the background. It's still got a ways to go because there's a lot of programming and development, but I am excited for the way that's playing out. It's actually looking pretty cool, and I really hope that it'll come to fruition in the way that our outline document suggests, because it seems like it'll actually be a really fun kind of game to play on there. It's going to be like one type of game, not like a general minigame server. But stay tuned. I don't want to release too many details in case some stuff gets tweaked as the programming happens and we realize that things need to be changed in order to make it possible. So there's other stuff happening in the background. I always like to have that going on. But as far as the videos go and the streams go and all that, kind of hoping to keep it status quo for the most part. Seems like people are enjoying the content, those who are watching it. And I'm also pretty stoked to see where this Minecraft Nether update goes. It's looking pretty cool. And hopefully that'll provide some cool content as well. It's crazy how long this has been going on. And the fact that Minecraft has been around for 9.5 of those years, more or less. That's pretty crazy to think about. And also, this year, this is the 10-year high school reunion year. Whether or not I end up going to that, I don't use Facebook anymore, and I'm sure that's where an invite would come through if it were to happen, so I'm probably going to miss it. But, I mean, God, 10 years out of high school, because I was a senior in high school when I started making these videos. I wonder where everyone else is at now. I've not really kept up with anyone from my high school, maybe barring one person. It's really weird. I ran into one of my really good friends from elementary school who went to my high school. This was like last year, it was about a year ago, but it was on a snowboarding trip in Mammoth. And I was taking a shower after I was done at the hot tub. And it's just like, like the locker room area. And as I'm like finishing up the shower and kind of drying myself off, and to be fair, I'm in my swim trunks here. This isn't like an awkward naked person exchange, okay? I'm in my swim trunks. I'm just kind of rinsing off. And another person's like, Jordan Marin? And I had to do a double take because it like took me a moment to register what was going on. And yeah, it was someone who went to my elementary school and then high school. And then I kind of dropped off contact. But yeah, that was weird. That was like the second person I'd had contact with from my high school since I'd left. And I was thinking about that. Man, I wonder what everybody else is doing. Everybody else graduated my high school. They have their own lives with their own friends. And I wonder what they're all doing. So I guess the high school reunion kind of thing could be interesting. But I don't know. I'm also an introvert and kind of antisocial. So I'm like, do I want to deal with that? I don't know. Might just be stressful. So we'll see. But I've thought about that a bit because my mom goes to her high school reunions, or at least she did for a while, like her 20 and 30 and 40 years. Sorry, Mom. I don't mean to be giving your age away. I've already done it before in this video. So my apologies. You had a lot of high school reunions. My bad. But, well, let's see. It's been a while. I think back to when I was probably like 15 years old. And my dad pulled out these VHS home movies that he took when I was like 2 or 3. And I had like an existential crisis heading back to my mom's in the car after seeing those. Because I was like, it's been so long since I was that young and cute. And now I'm old. And now I'm nearly twice that age. And I try not to think about it too much because then I'll like break down and have another existential crisis and be like, where did the time go? At least I'm happy with where I'm at in life. So that definitely helps to mitigate it. But time does fly. And it really makes you realize that your parents were actually kids at one point. When I was younger, I thought my mom just popped into the world as an adult and then created me. And I was like, you were never a kid. Those photos are all some sort of doctored lie. You never actually looked like that. What'd you do? Hire some kid body actor just to give you a backstory? All right, I see through your lies. And now I'm like, oh God, I'm old. And I actually was young. I have the receipts to prove it. It's all gonna be there on Instagram as I grow up. Oh man, we're gonna have the age of social media and everyone's gonna have just a documented catalog of their entire life on the internet. Imagine the power of owning all that data as one of these platforms. Pretty wild. Anyway, that's another discussion. So I'm rambling on, as these videos tend to do. I'm sure you were expecting something more grand as the 10-year anniversary video, so don't worry. There is a montage, a CaptainSparklez rewind that should be coming tomorrow, but I just wanted to do the, more face-to-face, saying what's up and thanks for sticking around. And I'm having an existential crisis video today, and then we'll get to the more edited, fancy video tomorrow. So don't worry, I'm not leaving you completely hanging with just, hey, 10 years, here's my face. That's what you get. I haven't seen the 10-year montage video yet, but I'm sure it'll be good. My Night Purge highlights, he always puts together some good stuff. So I do look forward to seeing it. But also this video will probably be integrated into that, so I had to, put this out first for it to make sense. So yeah, anyway, I'm doing this for the service of a good video tomorrow. So don't worry, all right? I know there are expectations of me as a YouTuber, and I'm trying not to let you down as best as possible. So here we are. Yeah, thanks again. I don't really know what else to say from here. I'm sure that once I stop recording, I'll be like, oh man, all these things that I should have talked about, but I think I've expressed what was on my mind, said my piece, and thank you. Happy 28th birthday to me. It's probably weird for me to wish myself a happy birthday, but yeah, 10 years. Good God. Well, anyway, happy birthday to all you out there who share my birthday, because statistically, 1 in 365 of you, you are also having a birthday today. So there's bound to be a few of you out there. So happy birthday to you as well, and the other YouTubers and streamers and stuff who I also share a birthday with. So there's that too. And yeah, have yourselves a good one. Hopefully you get some cool presents and stuff, or at least maybe have a good dinner, something to celebrate. I don't know, get one of those party noisemaker things and at least do that so that something happened today. I don't even know what I have planned, honestly. I don't like birthday parties, like for myself. I'll go to somebody else's birthday party if they really want me to, but please never have a birthday party for me at this point. But I'm down with some good food. It's just a bit last minute now to get a reservation probably. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm like, dang, yeah, I could use a tasting menu now that I think about it, but I don't know if I'll have a chance. At least I got to go to the track over the weekend, so that's kind of like a birthday present. I got to drive the Piston track for the first time. Car's fast. It's real fast, except then the guy who invited me to go, he also had a friend who is like a genuine pro racing driver, like in Le Mans, drove for Ford. And then he takes over for the friend of mine in his new GT500 Mustang. And I was like, okay, well, I thought I was, going quickly when my friend was driving his car, but then he just blows by me, and I'm like, oh my God. He loses me within like a quarter of a lap. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a lot to learn there. But anyway, that's more for the vlog channel video that'll eventually go up. Cool. So happy birthday. That's it. Before I just completely go down a different tangent, I'm going to wrap it up here. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video if you like maybe something more exciting than just me talking to your face. And that's where we'll leave it off. Thanks for tuning in for 10 years, potentially for some of you. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next video, and maybe in 10 years from now. Hi, me in 10 years watching this back. Whoo boy. See ya.